Hey, Edgar Avila. I was watching your video and they were talking about the Americans moving into Syria. Yeah, sorry for that, but I feel at home when I'm on these cassettes. So what's going to happen, and what has happened in my mind, okay, over the past year, has showed me that Syria, okay, is what they call at the throat of the Middle East. And the reason for that is if you go ahead, okay, on YouTube, I go ahead on YouTube and I see the outline, okay, of the Middle East, and it shows a dog. It shows Turkey at the top, okay, the Emirates, okay, you have Egyptian and Emirates, they're all the way at the bottom of the tail. The middle is the Egyptian, okay, and at the throat is Syria, right next, okay, to where Jordan is, moving in on Israel, making friends, moving on in the Middle East, okay, and moving right up to the Suez Canal. But that's not their main goal. Their main goal, okay, is to connect the Mediterranean, the Black Sea? That's the goal, is to connect those two. Because the energy that runs this world, I mean, you might not want to believe anything I say, but there's an underworld into this world. We're not on Earth, okay? And Jupiter is no more than a hop, skip, and a jump. We are inside of pods, in which comes out of Saturn. It opens up, and little pods come out, and they place these pods inside Jupiter. And then we live there in this correctional center to learn what life is all about for the mind. It's all about the mind. God wants us to come back with strong minds. He doesn't want us to come back with weak minds. So we have to run the underworld here. The government has to lie to everybody. The Mayan were here, but everybody forgot about the Russians and the Iron Curtain because they had everything to do with God. Okay, God told them what to do. Don't you know the song, The Wild Wild West? Well, that's what it's all about. You see, everything's the Middle East. If you really take a look at the map, there's no around this world. You cannot fly a plane around this world. I mean, you cannot fly the plane straight off this world because the instruments are made for this world. That's why we live in this world. And anything on the outside of this world, well, we're powered on the inside, and the governments must hide this secret for the longest time. But they're supposed to be good to us. Okay, God is even judging them. God told them they have to throw everything at us. And he gave them a game plan that they have to run by, because the system runs by that, and they have to keep up the system. That's what's inside the computer system. The computer has been here for more than thousands of years, because I'm a numerologist, and not by trade, just by it. I happen to bump into it and learn it. And the word Einstein, all it means is alpha omega over and over and over. It gives you a line count of 95. And a repetitive count of 59, which 59 means E-I-E-I-O, the farmer in the dell. The mind goes round and round. So the Americans are trying to move in there and connect the waters up. Now, but the Americans, if you really take a look at them, okay, they're just like a long-necked goose. They're the extension of another country. When you say Star-Spangled Banner, it's LED lights, connection, action. That's what it's all about. The Star-Spangled Banner is Christopher Columbus. It's nothing to do with the Americans. The Americans are playing into this game because they were promised, and they've been promised for years, and that's why all these presidents are laughing, and the other one gets killed, and they can't get out of the system because they know what it has to be. But it doesn't mean they have to be mean about the whole thing, and they are mean about the whole thing, and God ain't too happy. That thing about the 2012 December 21st doesn't work that way. First of all, it's supposed to be December 12th. They made it the 21st, okay, because it means one birth comes. That's why it's the 21st. But it has to happen 10 months, 7 days earlier. And if you want to read why or understand it better, understand CB code 10-7, in which in a numerology count, it means the letter J, the letter E, and the letter G. It's almost like St. George, okay? That's why that name was so famous. The 11 that came by. Sure, I listened to Don, and he said 11-9, and that's a code in the game of craps. And also K9 is also 11-9 in Elenin, because the K is the 11th letter, and the 9, well, it's 11-9. Anyways, okay, that's it. Just to send you this little message. They need to hook up the Mediterranean. The Baltic Sea, you see the color of the Baltic Sea in a Monopoly. Okay, the Mediterranean is one color and the Baltic is another, yet on Monopoly they're the same color. So they're the alpha omega in this game, in this world. And if you want to know what's happening in China, underneath China, North Korea, the reason for the Korean War, the reason for Hiroshima is all because they were setting up the Matrix. It was going to happen anyways. Okay, but it's all... Anyways, you don't have to listen to anything I say. And instead of it being December 12th, 2000, or December 21st, 2012, it's going to be February 2012, in 2 months from now. Whatever it is, it happens in 2 months. And watch out for South Dakota and the Mississippi. I'm going to be crazy in 2 months if it doesn't happen and look real like an idiot, but that's okay. The Mississippi is going to split up its letters, and the whole Mississippi will widen by a lot.